talk to you about TFSAs, which is a tax-free savings account we have here in Canada. Now, before I start, I just wanted to say that this is not an in-depth tax-free savings account video. It's more of a cautionary tale of what not to do when you open up a TFSA, and it is based on my experience. So before I get started, just a brief explanation of what a TFSA is. It's basically it's a savings account that all the contributions made and income earned is tax-free, and there is a limit set by the government each year, so you can contribute a certain amount each year to the TFSA. But any income earned on it, if you invest your money, is tax-free when you withdraw it. So that's pretty awesome. So back to my story. Well, it's a little bit embarrassing, I will say, but I'm probably not the only one that did this. So I wanted to share it to save you some, to help you earn more money, quite frankly. So way back when, I think it was maybe 2012, I opened up a TFSA to save for a down payment of a house because we had planned on moving from an apartment to a house, so we needed a down payment. And so I opened up a TFSA and saved money and put it in that TFSA account. Every paycheck, I put money into it until we had enough for the down payment of our house. But what I didn't do, and the other important part of the TFSA is, yes, you put your money into the account, but after that you need to invest it. Invest the money in the TFSA account, invest it into mutual funds or ETFs or anything, GICs, anything, because what I just learned like a few months ago was that money that sits in your TFSA account just sitting there without being invested doesn't make anything. It makes less interest than your savings account. I didn't know that when I opened up a TFSA. I thought, oh, a tax-free savings account. I really didn't know what it was, but it's like, oh, you can save this so much and put so much into it each month, and I didn't look into it, and that's what I did, but I didn't invest it. So we saved for our down payment for our house just in a TFSA, earning zero interest, and we didn't invest that money. So had we invested it, we could have had a larger down payment for our house. We could have had it quicker. And it was just a poor account to just have money, a large sum of money sitting there without doing anything. So if you open a TFSA account and you're putting money into it regularly, awesome, good job, but make sure that money is invested. Okay, now how I found out that it doesn't earn anything, like that if you have money sitting in that TFSA, doesn't earn anything. I think I had it in my head, or I know I had in my head, that a TFSA was like a high interest savings account. It's not. It is not a high interest savings account. It's a very low interest account. It's not even really a savings account. So because I was going through a separation, we were getting all our accounts in order. So I was meeting with the financial advisor from my bank, and he noticed that I had money in the TFSA just sitting there. He's like, "Are you investing this?" I said, "Well, I'm investing some," because at the time we were going through a separation, but so I didn't want to have all my money invested in, like I invest in ETFs and through Wealthsimple in Canada. I'm in Canada, so that's what I've been doing. But I wasn't investing the whole amount because I still wanted to have cash on hand. But I still didn't know that the TFSA does not earn any savings, because my financial planner or advisor said to me, he's like, "You're better off keeping this money in your savings account if you don't plan on investing it, because it earns like zero interest just sitting there in your TFSA." I'm like, oh, okay. I had no idea. So when I got home, I actually just invested it all into my into Wealthsimple, into the ETF, because I didn't want it just sitting there earning no money. And it's fairly accessible, that money. It might take a few days if you need it back, but it's fairly accessible. And it's a little bit risky because the market could go down during that time, but I'm not invested in really high risk stocks because I am saving for a down payment, so it's a short term investment. Anyways, this video isn't about investing either because I'm not a pro at that. I'm just learning as I go. I just wanted to just tell you that, or just share my story that there is another side of the TFSA. Don't just have money sitting in there. If you need savings, open a high interest savings account, because the TFSA is not a high interest savings account. It's kind of the bridge between um, uh, your bank account, and the investments, right? You're supposed to use that money to invest, not have money sitting in there accruing interest, because it won't. There is no interest. So I recommend going to your bank, making an appointment with their financial advisor. First of all, it's free. They are really knowledgeable on the accounts that are right for you. You share with them your financial goals, and they will open up the right accounts for you and get things set up and advise you on what to do. And I did not take very good advantage of that, and I haven't. I am now, because I've had to, by moving my accounts around and getting set up on my own. So I've used my financial advisor quite a lot in the last year, and I find their advice very knowledgeable. Like I said, it's free. They're not going to put a budget together for you. Well, I haven't asked, but they will set up the accounts and tell you about them so that you're using them properly and to help you save for your financial goals. So I really recommend using your bank and setting up an appointment to get your accounts in order if you're unsure, especially if you have a TFSA and you just have money sitting there. Just go to your bank, even open up an investment account with them. Just get it invested somehow, and they will help you with that. Yeah, so basically I'm self-educating myself about investments, and I highly recommend you do the same if you don't know about them. And I just have a few books here that might help with investing, and even just kind of cleaning up your debts so that you have more money to invest. So here's a few books that I recommend. Now, if you're Canadian, Beat the Bank is a really good book. It is kind of, I'm not going to say advanced, but it kind of goes over my head a little bit, but there are some good nuggets of information in here, especially the basics of investing in exchange trade funds, ETFs, and the difference between mutual funds and ETFs. So I do recommend reading this. Even if some of it you don't understand, that's okay. You will get some good nuggets out of this book. And also Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I think this book is hit or miss with people. Some people it resonates with, some people it doesn't. And I recommend reading it anyways. Not all these books are going to resonate with you. I highly recommend hitting up your library and just reading as much as possible. There's even Financial Investing for Dummies, books like that. Just read those. You'll get some good information from it, and you'll have more information than when you started reading it. So you can try this book. And of course, the man Dave Ramsey. I like this book because it gives you very good information on how to pay down your debts sooner, and has good investing information as well. And I think it's just an overall good read for your personal finances in general. Again, Dave Ramsey's not everyone's cup of tea. It's okay. I still recommend reading it and making your own choice. And like I said, you'll get nuggets, little nuggets out of every book you read. And if you apply something from it, then it's worth the read in my book. Hit up your library. If you don't want to buy these books, that's okay. Don't buy them. Read them from your library first. The library is an awesome resource. If they don't have a book, they will order it for you. They want you to read. The public libraries want you to keep using them, and they will provide the books that you want so that you keep utilizing the library and you keep reading. And I'm a huge advocate of self-education because that's what I'm doing, and that's what everyone should be doing, even if you went to college, went to university. Keep educating yourself, because there's a lot that is not covered, and it's up to us to figure that out. So if you have a question about something, go to the library, find a book. I can't recommend it enough. So just to sum up this video, if you have a TFSA account and you just have money sitting in there, please make an appointment with your financial advisor from your bank. Start investing it, or move that money to a high interest savings account if you want to have quick access to it. Your financial advisor will will set you up with the proper account based on your needs, and yeah, get you going on the right track. So I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, can you consider giving this video a like and subscribe to the channel? That would be awesome. And I'll see you in the next one.